What's up, everybody? We are back with Megan Fox. Give it up! The month of May means a lot of great things. Flowers are in bloom, summer is around the corner, school is almost out for your kids, all you mamas and daddies out there. And each year we take Memorial Day to honor those who have given their lives serving in our military. This is something very important to Megan, which is why she's partnered with Army combat veteran Colin Wayne. So Colin is joining us now. Thank you for joining us. And thank you so much for your service. It seems so silly and such a little thing to say for you giving so much, but thank you. We really do appreciate it. And I'm curious how you two even met and how this all happened.
You reached out to me.
Yeah. Reached out from far
over
away.
there. About the products and the business that you have. And so I collaborated with him once before. I have veterans in my family. My uncles are all vets. But you should tell more. I'm assuming it probably has something to do with the fact that, like, the Transformers movies, especially, Michael especially, is very, like, pro-military, very supportive of the military, and those movies, like, reached out and, like, featured a lot of military and were very inclusive in that way. So I imagine, like,
that might be where the
I might have a small voice in that community, or like be able to help in that.
And also, you're like a big, huge star that people pay attention to. That's maybe one too. I'll say that for you. But how did you end up hooking up?
Well, we wanted to partner with somebody. You mentioned a small voice, but your voice is magnified. It's massive. And we know that you went overseas to Korea and visited the troops. I did 3 tours. Egypt, Iraq, and Afghanistan. And so when we were looking for somebody to kind of spread the message and the awareness of what Memorial Day even is to begin with, because it's been lost in this nation of the true meaning, it was a clear understanding that this could be a great fit. And it has been. This is our 2nd year doing it, and it's been an honor. I know last year we donated over $2.5 million in products.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. So I have to ask you, because I was asking anybody that served our country, what drew you to serving our country?
So like a lot of people, I grew up in a split home, just like you, Kelly.
Me too.
And my mom primarily raised me. And I didn't have a difficult childhood, but I had an older brother that I looked up to as a father figure. He joined the military at 17. And I ended up getting kicked out of my mom's house. I wasn't a bad kid, but I was stubborn by nature. And I just wouldn't listen to her. So I dropped out of high school at 16, joined the military at 17 after getting emancipated, and went as a military police officer and made staff sergeant in 6 years. So I was one of the youngest staff sergeants in the Army without being special forces, and actually volunteered for all 3 of my tours. So Egypt, Iraq, and Afghanistan.
Wow. Well, something happened on your last tour. What was it?
So I remember it like it was yesterday, which ironically was just a few days ago. 9 years ago, I was in Afghanistan in the Paktika province, which is right on the Pakistan border. And a rocket impacted about 3.5 feet from me. And through the grace of God, I survived. Shrapnel went all the way through my leg. I remember I blacked out. I regained consciousness, and I couldn't see my hand in front of my face. I was yelling for a medic, but nobody was coming. And it felt like eternity, but really it was only a few minutes. I remember it was just like a movie set, but it was true. 2 Black Hawks came in, picked me up. I was the only casualty. They flew me to another base, and I ended up sustaining shrapnel to both arms. Piece went all the way through my leg and almost had to have it amputated. Treated for traumatic brain injury, and then L1 through L3 nerve damage in my back. So I had to have a lumbar block fusion surgery.
Wow. So, I mean, how do you not only recover from that physically, but like emotionally and mentally?
So ironically, I started working out in 2009, right before I started to go to Iraq for my 2nd tour. And the gym was my real focal point. It helped me, that mind-body connection. Ironically, I got blown up in a gym on my base that I thought was a safe harbor. But the gym helped me cope with a lot of things mentally. And then and I say ironic several times because I pivoted from the military into becoming a fitness model. and that setback was a setup for my future.
Wow, I need to write that down for myself. So you've partnered to do something special for Memorial Day. So what is it?
So this year, I'm honored for our second annual Soldier Memorial Give Back. Last year, we had an incredible response, and we had the privilege to donate over $2.5 million worth of product. And
so great.
This year, we plan to do the same with a minimum of $1 million. Anytime I put my name behind something, I want it to be 100%. For me, it's important that Memorial Day is a day to honor not me as a veteran, but to those that paid the ultimate sacrifice. 9 years ago, that could have been me that got killed. And fortunately, I'm here to be a voice for the voiceless.
Yeah.
I'm here to be a voice for the family members that lost their loved ones, to their sons, their daughters, their husbands, their moms, their dads. It's important to me as an entrepreneur, as a veteran, to be a hands extended and to be a voice for those that simply do not have a voice anymore.
Kenny, well, two questions. So can you tell us about your company, one, and then two, how can people help? If people are really wanting to help, what can they do? So
2016, I founded the company Redline Steel, and we manufacture wall art decor. The piece that we're actually donating for free is a really beautiful 9-inch steel sign that we're literally just giving away for free. The meaning behind it is those that fallen comrades in active line of service from Iraq to Afghanistan, this soldier memorial represents them. And so this is a remembrance piece. Nowadays, Memorial Day is known for companies monetizing. You look
sales.
at social media across the board, you look at car sales or buy this mattress, Memorial Day sale. This is the opposite. We want to put people over profit. We want to truly spread the message and hopefully have a third annual and fourth annual Memorial Day give back. It's not about just me as a veteran. It's not about anything other than the family members that lost their loved ones.
I agree with you. I think people have lost sight of that. Well, thank you so much for your service once again. And thank y'all for teaming up. This is really cool. Yep, I'm still here, just waiting for you to subscribe. If you don't, I'll be trapped in this box forever.